In this video, I'm going to share with you my SEO strategy to hit 150K per month by 2026. It's going to be straightforward, clear, detailed, step by step. Let's get into it. First, we want to ask ourselves, what has changed in SEO? A number of things have changed. The major change being Google's helpful content update that devastated a number of sites. In fact, most of my existing sites, some lost as much as 80% of the traffic, some more. Now, the other thing that has happened on Google, especially, is the deluge. I will not say the deluge of AI content, both by publishers and also Google has added AI overviews, further reducing the real estate on the search engine results page. This has changed the game largely. What you would have got before for ranking number one, as in traffic, has changed with the AI overviews. But conversions, interestingly, to sale has not changed for most people who do bottom of the funnel kind of content. So a lot of things have changed, but a lot of things still stay the same. Some things have been died up because of these changes and because of the adjustment that Google has brought in, because of the volume of AI content. Things like trust signals have now become much important, very, very important. EEAT, that's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, they have been died up. But basically, the basics of SEO hasn't really changed. We must understand that. Now, why have I said that the basics of SEO has not really changed? SEO is about what? Good on page. Take care of your site technically, the technical aspect of your site. Make sure you get it right. Have awesome internal linking. Create great content that is great for your audience, and then also add some things to make it good for the search engines, and then build links, external links, powerful authoritative links. These things have not really changed, the basics. The way you might go about it might have changed. The weight you might put on each of them might have changed. Slight introductions, the way you format your site. Like, for example, now you cannot just set up a site that is purely affiliate everything. You'll be putting yourself at a disadvantage. So I'm going to break down the process, the things I have set out to do, and how I'm going to go about it. So I'm not going to tell you just academic things. I'm going to tell you things you too can do if you want to, and you have the capacity to build out a site or a portfolio of sites that will bring in 150K per month for you over the course of 12 to 24 months. The number one step for any new site I create is going to be the niche I pick. I'm going to pick what I call obscure, high ticket, B2B niches. I know it's quite a mouthful. The niche must be obscure. That is, it is not one of those very popular, heavy hitting niches that everybody talks about: weight loss, dieting, fitness, finance, all this kind of. No, it has to be an obscure niche. Now, the affiliate commissions in the niche, the products have to be high ticket. If I'm going to promote an affiliate program from the niche, it has to be products that pay commissions of 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 and above. Such niches. So it must be obscure, it must be high ticket, it must be B2B. Because observations have shown that those are some of the least affected kind of sites by all the upheavals. The upheavals from AI, the upheavals from Google's updates, HCU, and all the spam updates. So we have seen that those are the sites that we are least affected as a group. Such obscure niches. One, because competition was and is low in these niches, and the publisher numbers are quite low. The publishers in those niches are quite low, and they are not niches that readily come to people's mind when they think about creating a website. And by the way, let's not reduce and limit SEO to Google. Anything I'm going to do on my website, also think of it from the point of view of Bing and YouTube, because YouTube also is a search engine. So when we talk about SEO, we're also looking at YouTube. Now, some of the nuances, some of the steps might not apply to YouTube directly. So when I mention such that, I might just put a caveat. No, this one will not apply to YouTube. So my first step would be to pick obscure, high-ticket B2B niches. Now, the next thing I would do is to start a YouTube channel first, not a website. Now, why will I start a YouTube channel first? A YouTube channel, YouTube as at today, and from what I have seen, is the easiest, fastest, surest way to start promoting high ticket affiliate products. One, the human connection, the fact, the voice, the images people feel makes it easier for people to connect, especially if your face is shown. People can easily connect with you if you are promoting high ticket products. And you don't have to do a whole lot of things to get a YouTube channel right as compared to a site or a blog. YouTube, you just need to make sure you hit certain points. Everything virtually on YouTube has to do with you. The title, the thumbnail, your description, making sure that your video is interesting, giving it a good hook, a good opener, a great hook, connect to the next sessions correctly. If you are very good in editing, edit well so that you maintain retention. And even when some of those things like your editing are not super, if your message and your personality is strong and what you're teaching is highly beneficial, people will even forgive all those. Like if you look at my channel, my editing is not wonderful. This channel, the editing is not wonderful. But people who listen to me and follow me are following me because of the quality of content I deliver. I make sure that the content I'm delivering are things that will transform people's lives. So on YouTube, you just do the on page. If you want to compare it to a website, all you have to do is on page on your video. You don't have to bother about things like link building, for example. You don't also need to bother too much about other signals you will need to create, like if you are having your own website. YouTube already is an authoritative site and is owned by Google, one of the biggest search engine. So I will start with YouTube. Everything I'm going to do from 2025 and beyond that has to do with SEO on a niche. After I've picked the niche, the next thing is I'll start a YouTube channel for it. Now, depending on how the system is set up, if I'm going to outsource a lot of things, then I can also start a website almost at the same time or at the same time. But if I had to pick one, I would start with a YouTube channel. Now, I will do a website, definitely, because a website will help me achieve certain things that may not be easy for me to achieve with a YouTube channel. So I'll combine the power of both, but I'll be focusing on getting results from YouTube search, Google search, Bing search, and even ChatGPT search, so that my site, my resources, even my YouTube videos can be mentioned when people search for certain things or ask certain questions on ChatGPT. So this will give me the kind of visibility I want. The next step is that both on the YouTube channel and on my website, I'm going to build topical authority. The approach on YouTube may be slightly different from the approach on the website, but I'm going to focus on topical authority. For example, if I'm going to do a site on how to make money online, that this does not qualify as an obscure niche, but let me just use it as an example. You look at this channel, you're going to see that everything I talk about this channel, I talk about on this channel is highly focused on how to make money online. And if you look at most of the thread, you see that it's focused on how to make a minimum of 10K per month. And everything is it revolves around that theme. I talk about the different layers so that anybody who starts watching all my videos over time, just watching all my videos, I will cover virtually everything that a person needs to build a 10K per month business online. So if we take it that idea concept to a website, topical authority will be doing your keyword research and covering everything within a narrow subsegment of the niche. Everything. So that your site or channel becomes a one-stop solution for that topic. That's what will make you a topical authority. You cannot just pick and choose the most profitable keywords in that niche. Yes, the most profitable keywords are the places you're going to put your energy for conversion and all those things, but you're going to cover everything. So that anybody who is running a search, like if somebody has a website that talks about, let me say, third-party logistics, and then you just write one site writes only like say 5 to 10 articles on third-party logistics. Another site covers everything imaginable to the average person who is interested in third-party logistics. The person who has covered every topic imaginable based on search will be treated by Google as a topical authority. So it is not just picking keywords that will rank. Yes, you will still do that, but you will make sure you cover everything that somebody who searches for the keywords that will rank should also be interested in if they are coming if they are coming to read something on your site. People who are in this niche these are things they should know. These are things they search for. So even if those topics are not necessarily profitable, even if they are not topics you will maybe readily rank for, you will still cover them so that you have a complete resource on that matter, on that topic or a subtopic. So I will pick a niche. When I pick the niche, I'll make sure that the niche is broad enough, but I will pick a segment of the niche and build topical authority on it. When I have exhausted a subsegment of that niche, I will now pick another subsegment of the niche, and I will pick another subsegment of the niche. So I'll be expanding in that niche from one subsegment to another. I will make sure I cover them, and those subsegments will now be like categories on my website. And I can also deploy that same strategy on my YouTube channel, so that yes, with time, my YouTube channel will cover the entire small niche, but initially I will start with a segment of it and keep hitting that aspect until I complete topics on that. The other thing I'm going to do is I'll make sure I outsource my content. Actually, that's almost the same thing I did before. The only difference is that I owned the office. I was not really managing the workers on a day-to-day basis. I had a managing editor, and I had a number of writers, but I only visited them once in how many years. So this is the strategy I will still use, depending on how things eventually turn out. I might still end up with the office because the office thing is very has its advantages. But initially, I will start by outsourcing to subject matter experts. Like if I want to do third-party logistics, because of what AI is doing and the demand that Google and other search engines have. I want somebody who has real life experience, maybe possibly somebody who has been a third party, who has been in the third party logistics industry for a number of years, so that this person can bring a new body of information that is not readily available, not something that ChatGPT can give you if you ask it questions. Real experiences, like somebody in, the article, in an article can begin to share on a particular day, we had a client that did this. Stories, anecdotes that you cannot get from ChatGPT because those things increase the value of your content to real human beings and also to the search engines. So I will source to subject matter experts and I'll pay them well. So I will not just pick a good writer, I'll pick a good writer who has subject matter expertise, who has pictures, images, stories that you cannot get anywhere apart from if you have done it in real life. I will take care of basic SEO, on-page SEO, plus the EEAT. I'm going to take care of basic SEO like description, making sure the articles are optimized. Those things are basic, and I wouldn't waste time on them. But I will still take care of them, and I will take care of the EAT: expertise, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. I'm going to make sure that the websites have a physical office address, phone number, and that the subject matter expert. I wouldn't want him to ghostwrite. I will own the copyright of everything he or she writes, but they will put their name and their experience. So if the person has been doing, if I'm doing a third party logistics site, for example, and the person is writing, the person can say, I've been doing third party logistics for the past 15 years. I've worked for company X, Z, 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 showing his authority. He will give his complete profile, link to his social media accounts that validate the person's claims. And I just do all the basics that establish authority. Those are on page. I won't miss them out. They're still important, and you shouldn't. Now, I'm going to also make sure I have systemized internal linking. There are tools that make that a breeze now that they are AI tools that can look at your website and help you optimize your internal linking. That is critical because if your internal linking is not done well, you'll be wasting link juice credits. You'll be wasting your link juice. But if you optimize your internal linking correctly, the external links you get and everything will build up your pages. Even your own pages will build up other pages if done correctly. And we also show search engines this cluster of articles or that articles belong. This one belong. This is connected to this like this. It gives it a logical structure, but it also passes authority correctly so that when you are building the website's authority, that authority will flow down to various pages correctly, and then navigation will be easy and logical. So there are tools that will do that. I also make sure that this is done well. I will not neglect my technical SEO. I'll make sure that my site is super fast. I will not try to do everything by myself in that regard. I will get people who are better equipped, who have better skill at that. Make sure that my theme is super light, that my structure, everything is. I'm not like when I'm using WordPress, there are some things that WordPress normally throws in that can clock down inside. Those people can help me give insight. No, this should be out. This should be out. Make sure that my site is fast, super fast, technically sound. So those ones that I'm not very good in, I could just outsource so that they'll do it well for me, and the site will be on a very solid footing. Now, this is a big one: external link building. Google might never admit it, but with the AI revolution and all the helpful content update that will tell you now, trust is important, authoritativeness is important, expertise is important, experience is important. Those of us who have been long in this game know that all that thing boils down to one strong thing. You need authoritative links. How do you show you are an authority? Look at the sites that you call authority. What do they have in common? All of them have solid link profiles. Check them, all of them, and check uh, tough keywords, tough keywords that are difficult to rank. Check the sites that take up the first page of Google and check their DRs. That's the domain rating. You see that domain ratings are high. Depending on how tough the keyword is, you see that the domain ratings are in the 90s, in the 80s, 70s. And in some cases, you will see some that have DRs that are close to 90 and up at 90. Now, what is that point telling you? That there's a correlation between the quality of links you have and your authority. In fact, I've listened to some experts whom I trust and I've seen that they know their stuff. They have confirmed that if you are coming in this age after the helpful content on the update and with AI stuff, you cannot just come in with good content. You cannot just come in with your website meeting all these things I've mentioned. You have to devote serious resources to link building. In fact, one said that if your DR is less than 50, you are not really going to be able to play the game. And for me, based on my own studies, my minimum target is any site I'm starting now must hit 60 as its domain rating. The link building campaigns will be done with that intent. I'm going to use press releases. I'm going to use a lot of guest posting, and I'm going to do Haro. And the interesting part is that all these and the other link building strategies I'm going to implement, I am not going to do by myself. If that's one of the things I've learned from the past, that look, everybody has a strong point. I'm very good in content, especially if it's writing. I excel at that. I can tell you, look, if you want to create a site that has 1,000 articles, just give me this number of months. We'll get it done and it will be very well. But I don't like outreaching to people. But there are people who are very good in it, who have built networks, who have built relationships over the years. So I prefer to outsource that. And I just make a budget every month. Every month, I'm going to get this number of links to the home page, to this category page, and to these specific pages until I build my DR to this point. Then I begin to target unique pages, my money pages. I look at the pages that are showing natural attraction, that are money pages. I calculate my ROI. If I get X number of visitors from this website, from this page, how much will it translate to? And I look at it and I fire it, hit it, hit it until I dominate page one, until I rank number one for it, at least top three. When I get the ranking I want, I go to another page. I go to another page. I go to another page. I keep doing it like that. And just give me time. I'm going to build. The site will come to a point where it gets me serious traffic. I know awesome link builders, SEO specialists who use the same strategy. And from time to time, I'll review my rankings and see the pages I have on page two. Those pages I have on page two for my desired keywords, I'll just add them to my link building stuff. I build serious links to them, push them into page one. It will be an ongoing process. Find pages that have hit page two, even depending on the case, page three, and then give them link love. From authoritative links, I'm not going to do low or middle quality. I'm doing top quality links because they look, quality is more important than quantity here. And if you can combine quantity with quality, that is, have authority but have a lot of it, your site will grow. It will definitely grow. Meet any SEO expert who knows the stuff and ask him whether if you can get sites that have DR of between 40 to 70, if you can get them 80, 90, linking to you consistently, different ones, and you can get like 10 to 15 every month to your site and they are relevant, what effect it will have on your site? Your site will transform, it will grow, it will rise, it will keep growing because it's showing that it's authoritative. Because such sites don't link to every kind of site. That's just the logic. Now, this might not be directly SEO, but I'm going to ensure, because it matters now, I'm going to ensure that my revenue base, my monetization on the website is diversified. Like I said earlier, if you set up a site that is purely affiliate, there's no way the search engines like Google and Bing won't know. They don't know this one is just affiliate. And they seem not to deal favorably with pure affiliate sites that are just affiliate and affiliate sites alone. That is why we're going to diversify. We're going to make make sure that we also have products and services that are not purely affiliate. They could be JV ventures, but are not purely affiliate products that people can see. We can also create digital products that people can buy. We can have a shop. We'll make sure that our sites, even if they are going to make their most revenue from affiliate commissions, they're going to have products that we sell. We're going to put it that way. We're going to also, where it makes sense, make revenue from banner ads, but that is going to be very unlikely for most of the sites. But we're going to have digital products. We're going to have done for you packages. We're going to have consulting services and things like that, because those will make sense within the niche. We might not be the ones providing the consultation service. We can hire, or we can link up a consultant who will become an author on our site, write a number of articles, and we'll put his picture there as part of the team, and he will be our in-house consultant. Now, even if it means we'll not even take money from it, it will help our site have more authority and appear like a real site, because it will really be a real site that serves not just for affiliate marketing. This is important, and many people have alluded to that fact that this doing things like this will make your site easier to rank. Now, within this my strategy, there are mistakes that people might make, and I'll just run through three of them so that you don't make such mistakes. Number one is relying on outdated keyword strategies, the kind of keyword strategies that worked well before 2020, even that worked after 2020, before 2023. No, you must focus on topical authority. You must focus on topical authority. And when you have dealt with a topic, you'll be careful about writing on a keyword that is almost the same thing as it, but just phrased in a different way. Let me say weight loss for people who are over 40, for men who are over 40. Let's say that's the keyword. Don't go and also do uh, over 40 weight loss, that kind of a thing. Now there was a time when it might have worked. Those kind of things don't work now. If you have covered a keyword, Google and the search engines are intelligent enough now to know that over 40 weight loss and weight loss for people over 40 is talking about the same thing. Now you might and should do weight loss for men over 40, weight loss for women over 40. That will still make sense, because if the details of what they need to do is different, then you need to create them. But what we're trying to say is that do not just pick keywords and begin to cannibalize keywords rather, in the bid to cover keywords that are basically talking about the same thing, or that mean basically that's variants of the same keyword. No. Make sure that each keyword you cover brings a new dimension or a new aspect to the topic or the theme. That's one thing you should take note of. One of the other things you should not joke with is not building the EEAT, expertise, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Make sure you pay close attention to it. Do those things: the phone number, office number, address. Make sure you have services and all those things. Do a research on what it takes and do everything. The other mistake is not not coming from monetization before creating your content. You must think about how you want to monetize your content before you even start creating it. Yes, you should think from monetization. Yes, you can write a lot of articles that you might just put ads on, because they're not going to give you much revenue, because you are going to publish them because they will help your topical authority. Fine. But you must come from a monetization point of view first. That will help you know your weightier content, the content that are the bread and butter for your site that really bring in the money. When you know them, it will determine how you link, it will determine where you allocate resources for link building the most, You will know these things are, this one is supporting content. This one is supporting the supporting content. These are the main ones that bring me money. You have clarity, and that way you are allocate your resources correctly. So this is basically a quick overview of my plan. It's nothing groundbreaking there, but this is the way to make a site that will earn as much as $150,000 per month. Now, this you might not aim to do one site. You can decide to do 5 sites that will make $30,000 per month each. It all depends on how you want to go about your own personal strategy. There was a time I had up to 141 sites. I had an office, I had a number of people working for me. So it all depends on how you want to go about it. But understand that if you pick the right niche, obscure B2B niche that is high ticket, you can actually make these 6 figures, 150K plus, from one site. Yes, you can. But now you have to be diligent in your research of a niche and do it correctly. Now, if I know most people too might not be thinking of 150K, it's okay. This also works for 10K, it works for 5. But there's no harm in setting up a site that once you hit 10K, you don't need to start a new one to aim for 20. You can just keep expanding and building out or building more links. If you're interested in somebody holding your hands, showing you where the landmines are, walking you through the process, answering your questions when you need them, helping you ensure that you have picked the right niche, going through the whole process and being there to mentor you all through the way until you hit $10,000 per month, I will encourage you to join our mentorship program. The link is in the pinned comment and description below. If you click the link, it's 10K in 24. If you click the link, it will take you to a page where we'll ask you to sign up, provide your email, phone number, and name. When you sign up, we will expect you to confirm. That's go to the email you provided and click a link there to confirm. Why do we do that? We do that to make sure that people give us their real emails and that there are people who just come to joke and have fun and they just put emails. And if you send them emails, or may put other people's emails, but doing this makes us know it is you, the owner of the email, and that you are really interested in hearing from us. Now, when you have passed that stage, we'll give you a link, we'll send you a link to an application form. You will complete questions. Now, why do we do the application form? We want to make sure that you are the right fit for our program and we are the right fit for you. As wonderful as our program is, it's not for everyone. It won't work for everyone. So we want to make sure that we are right for each other. When we confirm that, we'll send you a link to book a call where we will talk. I will call you personally because I will send you my phone number. I'll call you personally. We will talk. You ask your questions. I'll ask you some questions. After we are done and we are satisfied with each other, we will now give you our payment details for you to pay and join our mentorship program. Now, what if you're interested in all this but you don't have time? We also have something for you. We have created a done-for-you service where we can help you create your own system, not just a website, YouTube channel, website, and any other thing necessary, email list, funnel, to build, to make up to $20K per month. But it will take about 24 months for us to set it up because we are not magicians. We are building solid businesses. And now, from the 25th month, that asset or this group of assets will be making you at least 20K per month as long as it is maintained for the foreseeable future. Now, that is our flagship and it costs quite a lot of money to set up. But you can decide, I want to make extra 1K per month. I want to make extra $200 per month. Whichever level you belong to, we have subunits if you want something less. And that's what you can carry. We also have done for you, which we call subunits of the flagship. So whichever category you belong to, the link is also in the description. It is DFY-PIDA. Click that link. We will also take you through the same process like in the mentorship program, where we'll get you, once we satisfy ourselves and you satisfy yourself with us, we will give you payment details and we can take things to the next level. Thank you for watching. God bless you and have a great life.